So I'm Chris Kirk, I'm Honorary Secretary of the Society of Biology. Prior to that, I was Chief Executive of the Biochemical Society, but for most of my career I was a practicing scientist, working in a variety of locations, but most recently, for the longest period, in the University of Birmingham. So I actually think that early television programmes were really quite important. And I mean, these were very old television programmes, so most of your audience might have heard of things like Zoo Quest, but they were, and indeed some of the very early Attenborough that was on the television, I think triggered an interest in the natural world, which kind of crystallised into doing biology as an A-level, then doing biology, or zoology as I then did at university, and really led me to pursue a career in the biological sciences first in my life. Professor Tom Blundell, who actually had quite a lot to do with the initial setting up of the Society of Biology, but who in fact is a structural biologist who, cut his teeth on X-ray crystallography, basically, doing some very, very crucial work on X-ray crystallography in the early days, and has gone on to do a multiplicity of things, but had the vision to understand that you could take some of the techniques with which he was familiar and actually use them for rational drug design. So whereas most of the world was kind of using these techniques descriptively to try and understand how proteins fold and what things look like, Tom was able to take it one stage forward and say, well, if that's how they fold and that's what they look like, and this is maybe where an active site is, we could be looking at things that will modify that site and therefore might have a therapeutic effect. And this has gone on actually to be a major field of modern biology that's making enormous contributions to health sciences and to therapies, which I suspect many of us 20 years ago just would not have foreseen. It's having that kind of foresight, I think, which is particularly impressive.